Thanks so much for joining us. We're at Firehouse 106 to take you behind the scenes to find out what life is like in the firehouse around the dinner table. And I can tell you, things are definitely going to heat up.
I need the chicken done, yeah. You have to wash your hands first, though.
Here at Firehouse 106, it's a typical evening as the guys get ready for dinner. Tonight is Jay's turn to cook and prepare dinner, but as you can see, everybody pitches in.
Today happens to be my cooking day.
Okay.
So next shift is his cooking day. The shift after that, we have a schedule up here, so if you forget or people take days off, come in here and you check the schedule there, so there's no denying it's your cook day.
Okay, and then do you choose what you want to cook that night?
It's up to you, yeah. We take the fire engine or the paramedic squad to the market.
Okay.
And we have a budget. It's normally $8 for dinner.
Oh, really?
Or if you're
Wow.
cooking lunch and dinner, it's $12 for two.
Wait, $8 for all of you?
$8 per person. I'm just sauteing onions here, basically, waiting for those to soften up. We'll throw the chicken in, the peppers, and the juice.
Now, do you have specific kitchen rules here? Things you can and cannot do in the kitchen? Does anybody drink the milk out of the carton, or?
Oh, yeah, you can't do that. No.
Okay.
That wouldn't fly here.
That wouldn't be good, right?
Yeah, and it's one of those things too. Is like there's an old saying that your mother doesn't live here, so
That's right.
you pick up your dishes, you clean your dishes, you
I was
always.
going to ask you that
Yeah,
next.
yeah, no. We're all responsible for cleaning up after each meal.
Jay's our master chef.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody here cooks pretty good. I'm no master more than anybody else.
Okay, well, I have to ask you, what's been the very worst meal that you've ever had that somebody's made that maybe you had to order pizza because you couldn't eat it, or?
Ooh. I had cheese soup once,
Oh,
broccoli cheese soup,
nice.
and it looked like vomit. So
Okay.
he served at the table. Every guy took one bite, went up, threw it in the trash, and then Engine went to the store to get some food.
And do you try to do like a meat, a vegetable, like your mom used to cook, like a whole dinner, like that kind of thing, or?
Yeah, absolutely. But it used to be the fire station was all meat and potatoes, and now we're much more health conscious than and a lot more chicken. The turkeys.
Now, in addition to a well-balanced meal, the guys at 106 have a friendly wager going on that involves getting fit. So this crew is also eating healthy.
A diet bet going on right now.
we heard that.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
So we're trying to eat healthier,
Okay.
and the guys have already lost a lot of weight so far.
So that's pretty good.
We're at month 1 right now.
Wow. Okay, now what's the one thing that always has to be in your kitchen? Like for me, it has to be Diet Coke, or that's just the day doesn't happen. So is there one thing?
Oh, for sure. Coffee.
For sure, coffee.
Coffee.
All day
It's a
long,
must for
yeah.
us.
Okay.
We have a pot all day. Not U-Ben or Folgers.
No, preferably.
Grind up the good whole bean coffee.
Okay.
So it's pretty fresh, good coffee. We like that.
Okay. Right now, how did you learn to cook? Where did you learn to cook?
Here in the fire station.
Really?
Yeah, you're forced to. You're forced to because you get hired here in the fire department, and you're going to have to cook. So you got to learn one way or another. And when you first start out, you don't cook elaborate meals, because it's tough to cook for 10 guys. You got to get the
Absolutely.
portions down. You don't know
Yeah.
how much to put on the table. You got to stay in budget. Believe it or not, $8 per guy doesn't
not
go a
very
long way.
much,
It's
no.
not. So, I think that'll get you spaghetti and red sauce these days.
Yes, seriously.
So.
That's the forbidden dinner too. When they come out of the tower, they say don't plan on cooking spaghetti, and because that's one of those things that everybody goes to because it's
Yeah.
a simple meal. They want you to be a little more elaborate and put a little effort into it. And
Right.
some guys put in more effort than the other. Fortunately,
What does Jay make that you like the most?
he has not made a bad meal yet. Now Jay hasn't been with us that long, but I'm looking forward to this. We've had this before.
Okay.
This fajita dinner is
Wow.
outstanding.
It's a lot of effort too, that's all it is, because you have some guys that know how to cook and they'll still put hot dogs on the table. So I made some salsa before you guys got here, so put this on the table. I can
He's really good.
usually make a page for the
Wow.
firemen to come in here and eat some salsa if they're hungry, because chow is normally on the table at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So if it's 6:10, 6:15, 6:20,
trouble, right?
you're in trouble, and you'll see guys start to come in going, hey, when's
Yeah,
chow
like,
going to be
what's
ready?
going
When's chow
on?
going to be ready?
Yeah.
It's like,
We're hovering.
so...
Now, do you have snacks during the day, fruit or things in here that you can munch on, or?
We do. We have 3 refrigerators out there, and a lot of firemen bring in their own food,
Okay.
Lunch and dinner is almost going to be served every shift. Anything other than that, you got to bring in on your own.
Okay.
But we have 3 different shifts here, an A, B, and C shift at the Firehouse, and we happen to be the B shift. We have our own refrigerator out there, and I've got my own snacks in there. Tony's got his own snacks. Andy's got his own snacks. So, yeah,
Okay.
but whoever's cooking that day doesn't provide snacks for everybody. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now, do you watch any cooking shows since you're kind of the cooking guy here?
I do, yeah. I like Bobby Flay.
Okay, Bobby.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
And then the other one is Diners,
Drive-ins and dives.
Yes.
So
I love
good.
that show.
Yeah, me too. Now, what about baking? Anybody bake? Any bakers?
Dave does.
And what do you like to bake, Dave?
Pillsbury?
Cookies.
Cookies. Okay.
Actually, you bake a good cake.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah?
He does, yeah. Good chocolate cake.
Okay, so wait, everything in here is free game, right?
Everything that's in this refrigerator is free game. Everything you see in here, we have a house fund that we all 3 shifts pay into.
Okay.
And that's for like all the condiments, all the staple items and stuff. You know, ketchup, salsa, mayonnaise, mustard, everything.
Now, how did the shifts work?
How do you,
24 hours.
24-hour shifts.
Okay.
Today's B shift. Tomorrow is going to be, we have a shift calendar.
Okay.
We know our schedule 2 years in advance.
Wow.
So we'll have a calendar that'll come out. This is all of 2011, and we have a 2012 calendar also.
Wow.
So you can look to 2012 and see if you're working for Christmas or not.
Wow. It seems confusing, but these guys all know when it's their turn to cook.
Dave, how's the chicken?
Chicken, I gotta flip it.
Come.
Should be another few minutes.
We're going to be ready. So these are just the peppers sauteing in here. And then we'll, when the chicken's done, we'll chop it up and mix it in here. Then it'll be one giant batch of fajitas. And hopefully enough to feed 10 guys.
Now, how long did it take you to get that down so you would know how much to buy and how much to cook?
It takes a trial and error.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't ever want to be short.
Right. It's
So-
better to have leftovers than
Yeah,
not
an
have
old
enough.
wise fireman told me that years ago.